All right, welcome back, Blue Ridge Silverhound. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join me on this video. I had just recently purchased several hundred mint and proof sets that you see here. Actually, it comes out to just over 350 various proof and mint sets. And let's talk about the different types, first of all. Let's start over here with the earliest material. So this one right here has a Franklin $50. It's in a Pleo film, such as that. So it's got all the denominations from penny to $50. There were no silver dollars, of course, during 1959. And it's got that stamped doodad in there. These are usually in envelopes, and they get mailed to the recipients that have ordered these. So the original issue price on something like this was maybe $2, as an example. That's how cheap they are. A common mint set with no frills, no varieties, nothing like that, because you have the Franklin half that's 90% silver, you have the quarter and a dime as well. You're looking at something like this around $17, $18, I believe. So that's what an early mint set looks like. Let's see what else we have here. Here's another mint set. Actually, when you get into the 60s, they do a duo Denver and Philadelphia minted mint set. So you also have the Philly that's enveloped along with this one. And it has a plastic chip to designate where it's from there. So this is a 1964. As you get into the later years, this is a 76 bicentennial set. This is, I believe, a Philly. In Philly, they did the blue strips, and then the Denvers are red. Okay, still the same Pleo film for that. Picked up a whole bunch of these bicentennial 40%ers. So it comes with the quarter, $50, and dollar all in there. As far as variety, you can't find a whole lot in there. The original government package, the OGP dollars. See, these are 40% silver, and they're proof as well. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Let's see here. We have the single minted mint set, or mint singles is what I call them, 71S, 40%ers. So those are all the mint sets. Of course, I got a whole bunch of 81, 79, and 80 Susan B's, PD and S, of course, of each that I'm going to go through. The only one worth noting are the 79s, because in the 79P you can find a wide rim, okay? And I'll show you that on another video. And let's see here. Okay, so let's get into the more proof set material, starting with some of the earliest that I could find here. The proof sets in the 50s do come in this type. Back as far as, I believe, 56 or 55, they come individually wrapped, okay, and then they have all the denominations all stapled in a small box. So the 55, if you're lucky enough to find one out there, they go for about $100. That's where it starts to get pricey as you go back further. But here's an example of a 95 proof set right there. We have 72 right here, so it's in the hard plastic, and it's real easy to crack these out. What you do is you grab hold of both sides and twist, and you're going to hear the cracking, and you can split it right on the seam by using a anything from like a knife, a butter knife, or a flat blade screwdriver. As you can see, getting into the later years, this is a 2008 proof set, still in that same hard plastic, cracks the same way. If you had a whole bunch of these, I would probably not do all of them. I'd probably do maybe 10, 20 of them at a time, because they really take a toll on your hands. So this is a 1982 right here, and as you can see, it's a little bit different presentation. Still the same hard plastic, but they originally come slipped in this little presentation frame, I guess. So it's meant to be slid out and then popped into place as a stand. Yeah, that's what that looks like. They made millions, or they made tons of these. I'm not gonna say millions, although I'm probably right. They probably did make millions. Okay, this one right here is a 76 proof set. So as you can see the back. It's got a crack. These things crack easily, but it flips around. And you could use it as a table display, like that. All right, so that's what that looks like. I got a whole bunch of those I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna go through the 79s and 81s to look at the Type 1, Type 2 mint marks. As you get into the later years, like as you know, from 1999 and up, they did the statehood quarters. So these things are really packed with material. So this has the state quarters for 2002. This is a mint set, and it's also got the regular change right there. Someone had taken out the I guess that was the dollar that was made there, Sacagawea dollar or something like that. So we got a whole bunch of those. And anyone that remembers the 1987 Topps baseball cards, yeah, back in '85 they did the wood grain effect. They really love that stuff. It's kind of cheesy. It does remind you of the '80s for anyone that's lived through the '80s like myself. Here's the modern proof dollars right there. So you have the presidential dollars, you know, cracks the same way, hold both sides and twist. These guys right here, you have to put a screwdriver, flat blade screwdriver in there, pop the frame off first, and then twist as normal. These right here, proof sets, same ones as this, only this one's in the box for the presidential coins. Here's what the later mint sets look like. This is, what is this here? It's got the presidential dollars, 2007. So that's what that is. Alright. And let's see. Oh, here's an early proof set. 1962. 1962. It's got the Frankie in there. Actually, it's a mint set. Never mind. Let's see. No, these are proof. They just say U.S. Mint. They're not actually mint, but these are the proof varieties. I've got several of them here. There's a Washington commemorative. Made tons of those. Oh, here's the silver. From 99 and up, they did full-on 90% silver varieties. So I got a whole bunch of these. And then during that time, they also did the half-dollar dime and 90% silver. So I got a whole bunch. That's what it looks like boxed up. Let's see, what else? Oh, prestige sets. So this is what the insert looks like. So you have the commemoratives that were made during that year along with all the other coins. They say that these were treated with the highest amount of detail. So that's what a prestige set looks like. That thing pops out pretty easily. This is a 92, so it's got the Olympics commemoratives, and it's got that baseball one. So, yeah, I have a lot going on here that I'm going to have to go through. So that's kind of just a general breakdown of what all the mint sets and proof sets look like. Nothing that I am missing here, I hope. You've seen the original government packaging for the single dollars, the same way that they did the Morgans. Here's a proof set from 1970. It's got a 40% silver half dollar in there. I got a whole bunch of those I have to go through. Here's another 40%er, 69. Yeah, so that's what all that looks like. Pretty huge undertaking. I'm going to let you guys know next what to find in this mountain of rubble. Yeah, so if you ever come across a big type of collection that's all modern stuff, there's actually a lot of gold that can be found out of all this stuff, in spite of the fact that it's so dirt cheap. And I'm going to show you some examples to give you an idea of what to look for in the mint and proof sets. And maybe you could try it out on your own. Alright, so I'll talk to you guys here shortly.